Oi. Calm down. LA, I haven't seen you in a while. Good seeing you. Yeah, I know, been ages, huh? How's life? It's good, baby. How is yours? Or how is yours? Life is lifing for me, baby. It's good. Hey there, I'm new. Hey, Bam Bam. Katie, hi. It's been quite the year. Yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, Peter. Chiron, no, I'm not a teacher. Not in the sense that you would class teachers. I mean, I'm a teacher in some way. I definitely teach people things. Hi, Anshika. Hi, Tara. Rami, don't start. Don't start with your religious bullshit. It's like, why would people go backwards? No, Kiran, no. Thanks, Bill. Bill Clinton at that. Thanks, Robin. You think red is my color? I do love red. It does look good on me. But it's definitely not my color. My color is turquoise. And black, of course. Frenkie, thanks for the super chat. And thanks for the compliment. Yeah, black is always... You can never go wrong with black. Right, shall we start? Thanks, Tori. It probably because I have Scorpio in Mars. You know what I mean? It looks radiant because my Mars is in Scorpio, so... You know when people say, I see red? They see me first. They see me coming. I see red. With my ring, of course. I'm matching everything is red today. Besides the nails. Yadab. I'm not an organ donor, but I want to give you my heart. Be careful, I could be a cannibal. I could accept. I could be like, give me your heart. I'm gonna eat it like a cannibal. Criminal, I bet you're jealous. You're probably wishing all these compliments are for you. It's okay. Maybe you should go online live streaming wearing red. Maybe someone will give you compliments as well. Azam, watch your fucking mouth. Anshika, you know, the thing I would say about Scorpio Venus is that they are very protective, possessive in love. But it depends also on other placements. All right, shall we start? Hi, Colin. So the title we are covering today for all the signs is your reputation. Not that you should give a fuck about what people think of you, but out of curiosity, let's see your reputation. You know? I think it's entertaining, don't you? So, we're gonna start with Ophiuchus, which is ether. There, that's what you want, you got it. All right, so Ophiuchus, let's see your reputation, whether good, bad, or in the middle. Let's see, Ophiuchus, your reputation. Ooh. That you are a schmexy mother fluffer. People talk about how hot you are. And you know, I do want to say how unattainable you are. So there are people that say that you are a player because they can't reach you, because they can't be with you. Or they could be like assuming that you are a player because you're too attractive to not be a player. You know what I mean? You know, when you see someone that is really attractive, you're thinking, yeah, they definitely collect hearts as a hobby. So you have that reputation of you're too attractive to be single, or you're too attractive to be in a committed relationship. Because you're showing up as the King of Wands. Okay, yeah, look. People are saying that you are a player, that you probably have side bitches, whether man, woman. You probably get like, you probably have like a bunch of baby mamas, baby daddies, whatever you call them. You probably have complicated situations. And that you are secretive, mysterious, an enigma of some kind. Yeah, look. People say that you are a player. Or at least that's the vibe you give off. And you know, most of the time, whether you are a player or not, but even if you're not a player, people will assume that you are a player just because you are attractive, right? Like the first thing people think about when they see an attractive person is like, ooh, they got so many numbers in their phone, they got so many people in their DMs. It's kind of normal. Right? That is the projection. So that's your reputation. I feel like if you are a private person, it makes it even worse, especially if you are someone that doesn't post. Let's say you are in a relationship and you don't post your person on social media, people see it as a red flag. It's like, oh, you probably don't post your person because you are a player. You don't really want to tell people that you're not single. You know, you want to keep your options open. So if you are not a player, there are a lot of projections onto you that you are a player. Because you're too attractive to not be a player. You know what I mean? And if you are a private person, people think that you're not private, you're secretive. And there's a difference between private and secretive, but most of the time people see privacy as secrecy. It's like, oh, what are you hiding? So whether this reputation is accurate or not, that's what you have people saying about you. Okay? Juan, don't be trolling people in the chat, okay? Yes, I am red. Like I'm wearing red trousers, red top. I'm redding. Red watch, red ring. This is for whoever that will deserve the middle finger. It's also red. You know what I mean? Root chakra on deck. Yeah, you know, like I don't know why today I felt like, ooh, red. Bahar, I will not be answering your questions, so no need to spam. If you guys want personal readings, we do personal readings on Sundays, not any other day. So for the new people here, Sundays is the day where I do personal readings. Other days I don't. Bahar Sahili, since you are trolling because I wouldn't answer your personal question, I would say hopefully you fail the exam, since you are a piece of shit. Okay? What are your non-negotiables? In what arena? In what aspect? Jazzy, hi. Suno, I'm a Scorpio sun. Preet V, if you want to give me money without talking too much. What? Something newly? Hi. First, show me something. There. Hello, Spain. When I do tarot, Christina, I think my non-negotiables, yeah, I'm assuming you mean what type of readings I wouldn't do. I don't do life and death. I don't do health. I don't do pregnancy. I like to not touch these topics. All right, let's do fire signs. Let's do fire. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see your reputation, Sagittarius. Let's see your reputation. That you are a witchy. Whether you are a man or a woman, you give witchy vibes. You could be the type of person that says something and then it happens. Or you could be predicting something and then it happens. And it doesn't even have to happen like right away. It could, like people could come to you after a year or so and they say, oh, what you said came true. So you give witchy vibes. You give off witchy vibes. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, that you are friendly. Okay, so this is positive. Like, you have people saying that you are a sweetheart, that you are caring, that you are compassionate, that you are a good friend specifically, that you know things before they happen, that you have a big heart. So it's good stuff. You know, it's interesting because people also talk about how clean you are, which is interesting. Maybe you are the type of person that smells good all the time. Maybe when people visit your home, your house, your place, they talk about how cute it is or how organized it is. Because there's something about your home that people talk about. Maybe you are someone that is very accommodating, or someone that has like an interesting home or an eccentric design of some kind. You could be someone that has a certain vibe around your home. But there's definitely a witchy vibe here. So things you've said manifested. And people are talking about how come Sagittarius knew that that was going to happen. Especially if you tell your friends, let's say. You could be telling your friends, oh, you know, don't do that because if you do, then that will happen. Or do that because if you do, that will happen. And then when they follow your advice or when they don't follow your advice, something happens like you said it will happen. And that's where they think, oh, you must be a witch. So you have that reputation. And I feel like you are that type of friend or that type of person where people around you trust what you say, especially if they have been around you for some time. Because you seem like you know what the fuck you're talking about. So you must be intuitive, or maybe people think you are intuitive because the things you predict come true. Okay, so overall this is like a good reputation. Emma girl, thank you, baby. Good night, Rita. This is, I have the flavor blueberry grape, one of my favorites. Hey, Mabel. Hi, Pam. Peach, mango, watermelon, all in one? I love watermelon. You cannot go wrong with watermelon. It's nice. Mary, that's okay. You can keep scrolling. Hey, Benjamin. I don't like apple flavors. I like the blueberry grape, and one of my favorites as well, besides blueberry grape, is dragon fruit. Ooh, dragon fruit. Also tastes good. Alright, let's see. No, don't come near me after your litter box, good girl. She's staying away, but I can smell her stink. Why do cats do that? You know, when they finish emptying their bowels, they come near you. Why do they do that? It's like, I can smell your farts. Cannabis flavor? I don't know about you, but cannabis does not smell good. I mean, you would like the effect of cannabis, but the smell of it? Alright, Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see your reputation. Let's see your reputation. Okay, your reputation, hardworking, committed, I want to say. Committed to your craft. There is something about your passion that is scary, Leo. It's like when you are in the zone, you scare people. When you are in the flow, in the zone, you have that look on you. People know that they need to leave you alone, do your thing. If you can hear my tummy, I haven't eaten yet. I'm still fasting technically. All right, let's see. One more card. Which is, okay, this is interesting. You have a reputation of being an introvert. Maybe you are an introvert, maybe you're not, but there is something about you wanting to be left alone. Like there could be people around you that you have that face. Burping coffee, okay, great. There is something about you when you are in the zone, people know to stay away. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know if, you know, you have people watching you. Maybe you are at work and people know that you are in the zone doing your work. And there's that look on your face. It's like, do not disturb. So maybe you have told people to leave you. It's like, can you not see me working? Please don't talk to me. If you've said things like that, I feel like there are people around you that know not to mess with you when you are specifically in the zone. You scare people. There is something about your face. Maybe there's a face expression that comes on your face when you are focused. I do see that people talk about how much of a lone wolf you are, or how much of a loner you are, which is interesting because Leos are known to be otherwise. They're known to be very social, very but your reputation is actually opposite of that. You know, like an introvert, a loner, likes to be left alone, especially when you're focused. I feel like when you talk about things that you are passionate about, people are a little bit scared. You could be, when you're talking about something you're passionate about, there's like that crazy look on your face and people are like, whoa, okay, yeah, I see you're very passionate. I see you're very passionate about that. So there could be people that are trying to, you know, stay away from you when you're talking passionately about things. Like, oh my God. And they're like, whoa. If there's like a group setting, people could be looking at each other and looking at you, looking at each other. It's a little bit of an awkward vibe here. So you scare people a little bit, Leo. You scare them a little bit. If you are indeed a loner and you're wondering, why do people not want to be friends with me? Or why do people not want to blah, blah? You've got that scary look on your face when you talk about things you're excited about. So maybe practice in front of a mirror. I don't know. Because there's a little bit of, like, you know, when people, I mean, I don't know about you, but that happened with me many times. When I'm passionate, when I'm talking passionately about something, I can have that crazy look on my face, right? And people are like, that's scary. Don't do that. So you could come across as a little bit angry or like shouting or loud. And people are like, okay, calm down. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be angry. It's like, what do you mean? I'm not angry. I'm just passionate. Hey, Janice. I've said that so many times myself. People will tell me, why are you angry? I'm like, I'm not. I'm just passionate. I'm just passionate. Thank you, Janice. I woke up today and I was like, I see red. So I'm wearing all red today to fit the mood. No, Taurus is not done yet. Tiana, thank you, baby. No, don't come to me. You still stink. You're still thinking, hello, stay away. Anshika, I'm a Scorpio sun, Leo moon, Libra rising. I'm a Virgo. What can you tell me about me? What can you tell about me? Well, Virgos are known to be perfectionists, overthinkers, smart when it comes to planning. But you have a whole ass chart to look at, not just your sun sign. Christian, have Sun in Libra, rising Pisces. Ooh, aren't you seductive? Maybe a little bit delulu, but seductive. You look like, I mean, I didn't see your picture. I mean, I can see a picture, but I didn't see your picture. But from your placement, I would say you are the type of person that will seduce people into the water like a siren. I mean, you're gorgeous. I just looked at your picture. So, yeah. You're giving siren vibes, baby. Libra sun and moon sign Scorpio. You are karmic as fuck, aren't you, Anshika? You're like a trap. You trap people into karmic situations and you deliver the karma firsthand. You guys, I'm just like, you know, like when you tell me about placement, don't take it too seriously. I'm just like playing with you, right? I could be accurate, but I'm not an astrologer. I just like to make observations or speculating. Bishish? What did you ask? I didn't see you asking. Julie, you are a Cancer Leo? Are you like a Cancer Sun, Leo Moon? Cancer Sun, Leo Moon, Libra rising. Okay. I would say Cancer Sun, Leo Moon. You can be toxic as fuck when you want to. If you don't get your way, it's game over. If people don't give you your way, you will find a way to manipulate the situation to get your way. Sun in Capricorn, Moon in Aries, Ascendant Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. I would say ambitious. When you let go, though, you are a disaster to be around. So, for example, if you go out drinking, you become a hoe. But when you are serious, you are like professional. Janice, Pisces, Pisces Sun and Rising, Virgo Moon. Okay. I know that's your Western placements because I remember you said Aquarius, right? But I would say Pisces, Sun and Rising, that's like a good placement to have if you have Rising and Sun in the same sign. It makes you more grounded, I want to say. But as Pisces, it's still delulu a little bit when it comes to fantasy. Romantic as fuck, but even your romantic situations are calculating or calculated. You know, like even if you get in your fantasy or delulu, your Virgo moon grounds the shit out of you. Pluto is about transformation. So if you want to see what continuously ends and starts in your life, check your Pluto placements and how you go about with Pluto. Pluto is a transformational planet. All right, we'll continue this analysis and speculation. Let's do the next sign. Let's see. Aries placements. Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see your reputation, Aries. Pluto is a planet, even though people say it's not a planet anymore. It is a planet. It's a tiny planet, but it's a planet. Let's see your reputation, Aries. Your reputation. Okay. That you are generous. Even when you don't have much, you will still share. That's cute. That's cute. You have a big heart. I don't know why I want to say a big back, but then the Lovers came out. Maybe you have a big back. When I say big back, I mean humongous ass, especially if you're a woman. If you're a man, you have no business having a big ass. Go run or something. Yeah, look at that. So, you know, the visualization that I'm getting is if you have a biscuit and you have someone with you, you will just, you know, break it in half. And even if you're hungry, you will still break it in half and give it to someone with you. Like you're generous, even when you don't have much. Okay, this is sweet. This is like people think that you are a sweetheart, that you are like really empathetic, compassionate, you know? You think about others as well as you thinking of yourself. You're not just selfish. Or let's say your friend is hungry and you're hungry too, and you have this little biscuit. It's kind of like Jesus. You break bread with others. So you give the reputation of being like Jesus. You break bread with others, you know? It's like here. You come across as very fair, very loving. And you know, when I talked about your big back, your big ass, and I feel like your body is luscious. You could have like the hourglass figure thing going on for you, you know? So you have a reputation of having like a tea body of tea, whatever the saying is. You have tea body. You have a beautiful body. People talk about that. You know, I'm sensing a sense of calm. So even though you are an Aries, people actually feel very comfortable around you. They feel like a chill vibe. You are chill. Which is interesting because usually Aries get the reputation of being loud and obnoxious, but I don't see it here. So maybe even if Aries is your sun sign, you could have other placements that are very grounding, because I see pentacles here. I see a lot of compassion here. You come across as a sweetheart, baby. Sweetheart with a big ass. Yeah, biscuit or cookies, whatever you say in your country. In UK, we say biscuits or a biscuit. Cookies, yes, sure. Suno, damn, you have Cancer Sun, Scorpio rising, Pisces moon. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, to say that you feel everything in depth is an understatement. To say that you feel things deeply is an understatement. You are like the bottom of the ocean that has not been discovered yet. Scones are biscuits in US. Oh, yeah, makes sense. I'm still trying to figure that out. That makes a lot of sense. You will probably spend your whole life trying to still figure that out. It's okay though. It makes life interesting, right? Geminis have not been read yet, no. Sagittarius sun and the moon in Aquarius. Ooh, you are fun to be around. You are fun to be around. Like, you're the type of friend that you have like these crazy memories with. You know what I mean? You know when you have a friend, you do such random shit and it's like you will remember it for 10, 20 years for the rest of your life. That's the vibe you give me. Scorpio sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. Yeah, we have some deep people in the chat today, huh? I feel like with your placement, Major, I feel like with your placements, you are the type of person that when you think you got life figured out, you are smacked with another revelation. Like, you go through a lot of karmic situations, and when you think you understand life, something else pops up to let you know that there is more to discover. Especially with your Scorpio sun. Are you doing Halloween live tarot? Probably. Who knows? Maybe. Halloween is my favorite holiday, you guys, so I will probably go out, but I did not like make plans yet, so I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, so we finished ether, fire. We're gonna do earth next. I have 40%. I don't know why my phone is dying quickly these days. I think it's getting old. The battery is dying quicker than usual. But anyways, let's do Earth. Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see your reputation, Virgo. Let's see your reputation. Virgo. Whoa. Your reputation is psychic as fuck. And you know, I'm getting specifically, you dream about people and your dreams are either premonitions, or your dreams are kind of like warnings. Maybe you have friends that you told them, don't do that, I had a dream about you, or I have a bad feeling about this. And they come true. Maybe whether you're dreaming or not, it could be also downloads, you know, because downloads is kind of like dreaming, right? When you have downloads, it's like a vision, like a clairvoyant. You give clairvoyant vibes. Like you see things. Okay. Or at least that's your reputation. When you tell people things that they didn't tell you, or you have no business knowing about, you kind of freak them out. And you know what's interesting? I'm getting that you don't look the type, meaning you don't look like the witchy type or the psychic type. Maybe you look normal, but then you say things and then they come true and people around you are like, how the fuck did you know that? It's your downloads. And you might not even know how you get these downloads, you just do. You have strong intuition, and when you say something to others, they believe you, especially if they have, like, if you told someone something and it came true, the next time you tell them something, they believe you right away because they know that it happened before. You could have friends that come to you for advice, meaning you could have friends that come to you because they know that whatever you tell them is going to save them the trouble, or get them out of trouble, or prevent trouble. So you have like a protective vibe around you. So you have people that trust your advice. When you say something, they're like, oh, you know what? Yes, I might not see it, but I feel like Virgo has said something before and that came true, so I'm going to listen next time. Interesting. I'm getting also that you have a reputation of going through a lot of shit in life. Whether you told people about your experiences, or maybe you have scars to show for it. People know that you've gone through a lot, and when you say something, they trust that it comes out of experience, or it comes out of a place of knowing. So there is something about you seeming like you know what the fuck you're talking about, even if you don't. But there is this conviction, I want to say. When you say something, you say it with conviction. Or maybe people just trust that what you're saying is true because they have experienced firsthand where you said something and it happened. You're giving psychic vibes here, full psychic, especially with the Justice. It's almost like you are this savior, protector. I mean, you could be a psychic that, you know, like some people are, whether you actually have a business or you could have a platform where you help others. It doesn't even have to be just friends or family. You could be doing something with it. But I do see people trust your visions, your intel, your information. They trust. They know that you know what they know that you know what you're talking about. They trust. They trust you. They trust you as a protector. Okay. Yes, I remember you to block you. Hang on. There you go. Bye, little bitch. Hang on, I need to turn off my heater. If you are a troll, you only have one chance to be in the live stream. So if I see you again, I'm gonna block you. You're gonna have to create another account like the little bitch that you are, and then you could come back and troll some more, and then you get one live stream. You get one chance to be in the live stream for one account. So if I see you again, block, you're gonna have to create another account like the little bitch that you are, and then come back. Because I know that's what you guys do. So, Christine, I wouldn't even call them bullies. Night! That's not your scratching board. I would call them pussies. That's what they are. Get back! Your scratch board is literally in front of that thing that you're... When? Neptunian, yeah, probably. Memo, you would be surprised how many trolls are obsessed with me. It's actually very pathetic. But it's very common. You know, you will see it a lot on live streams, specifically on Tyler's Tarot. Every time I watch Tyler's Tarot, he has someone specific that he called Potato Head. Is it Potato Head? People are so obsessed with negativity. It's like, oh, I got attention. Let me create another account to get more attention. They have nothing else to do. Exactly. When people have nothing to do, no hobbies, you know, they got off school, or I don't know, their parents probably smacked them on the face when they got in. They have to let it out somehow. All right, let's see who's next. Let's see. Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see your reputation. Let's see your reputation, Taurus. Okay. Your reputation is that you are manipulative, the type of person that will take shortcuts, cheat your way to whatever, accomplishment, success, money perhaps. So whether it's true or not, like, people think that you are the type that gets away with it as well. You're not only sneaky, but you're good at it. You know, Taurus, let me tell you something. Wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune 3 times. When I say people think that everything that you have in life is probably stolen, or you created a shortcut for you to have every blessing that you have in your life, people suspect that you stole it or cheated, or you found a shortcut, or someone gave you something that doesn't even belong to you, but they gave it to you because whatever, you manipulated them. Like, people think everything that you have in your life is not accomplished by hard work, let's say. It's almost like it was given to you. So you come across as someone that is privileged. Some people think you've manipulated your way to success or to accomplishing something. Some people think that you stole it. Some people think you're being sneaky. And you know, there is a lot of envy and hate around you. So some of these people actually hate you. Like, they think that you don't deserve these blessings. It's not fair that you have them. So, okay. It's a little bit like on the negative side of things, especially if these are haters. These are people that think you don't deserve the things you have, and it should be taken away from you. Now, of course, if you have manipulated your way to the top, let's say, I mean, that is your reputation. But if you haven't, and you're just blessed, you have people that envy the things that you have, okay? You must have done something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when people project onto you and they say, oh, you have that, but you seem like you haven't worked for it. So you must have cheated, or you must have, you know, sucked a dick, or you must have slept with someone that has power, or you must have done something. That is the projection that they have. Even if you worked hard behind the scene, even if you didn't show people the effort that you put in, and it seems seamless that you've accomplished it, people will project these things onto you, right? It's like, oh, you slept your way to the top, or oh, you cheated your way to the top, you stole, you did. That is your reputation. People think that you have cheated in one way or the other to get the blessings that you have in your life. And I see that you are truly blessed. So you are either rich as fuck, or you have like a really good life. And you know, here's the thing, when you have a good life, people will make assumptions, right? Mostly negative ones. Most of the time, people will not give you credit. Most of the time, people will not give you credit for the work that you do, right? They will just see the result and assume that it was handed to you. Now, there are occasions where that's true, but most of the time people will just project and say, you slept with someone to give you this position, or you stole, you killed. Because it's easier to assume that, because if they say that, then they will create an excuse for them being a failure. You know what I mean? So it happens. Whether it's true or not, that is your reputation. Just lucky? I mean, here's the thing. If you have 3 Wheel of Fortunes in your reading when we don't have many cards, I would consider you lucky. Yes. Because Wheel of Fortune is literally luck. And it's Jupiter energy as well. So maybe you have like a good Jupiter placement. Brown Lion, yes, I am very blessed. I'm lucky as fuck. It's true. And my chart supports it. The only thing I would say my chart also supports is my level of commitment and the level of hard work. So if I have intentions to put in the work, I get like really lucky. For sure. I have Midhaven in Leo, you guys. So it's a good placement for Midhaven. Where is my Jupiter? I don't remember my Jupiter. Is it in Capricorn? Hang on, there's a fly. I want to catch it. It's annoying me. Knight, catch the damn flies. You have one job. Thanks, JJ. All right, let's see who's next. Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see. Let's see your reputation, Capricorn. Let's see your reputation. Let's see your reputation, Capricorn. Oh, we have the Lovers in reverse. Okay. Capricorn, this kind of goes hand in hand with your stereotype. I see it like clearly we have the Lovers in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we also have the Queen of Pentacles. It feels like your reputation is less about love, and it feels like your reputation in regard to what people say about you is that you are a bad lover. Cold as fuck, no affection, no yearning, no obsession. It's just a little bit dry, it's dull, it's cold. And you have that reputation of you're boring. I'm sorry to say, but you know, that is the stereotype of Capricorns. Like you're always working, you're not really involving yourself in situations that are emotional. You're not really romantic. You know, you don't have that. You could be an asexual, or people think that you are an asexual because you're not really motivated to be involved with people on an intimate level and an emotional level, a romantic level. Like it feels like your reputation is all about work, all about the home, perhaps, but that's as far as it goes. It's very predictable, it's very dry. There is no fun, there is no love, there is no romance. Now, this could be your reputation in regard to people that are involved with you romantically, and that is what they say about you. It's like, stay away from this Capricorn because they're boring, they don't do anything, they only care about work. They don't like to go out. They don't like to have fun. And you know, I'm getting that people say that you are too vanilla. Whatever that means. These are probably people that you're not really interested in. If you know, if that is your reputation, you probably have been dealing with people you're not really that into. Because the only time I would see a Capricorn that is boring and vanilla is actually with people they don't really like. So maybe you have a lot of people that you don't really vibe with, and you just give them the, I don't want to do anything with you. I have work to do. I'm busy. And so they created this reputation that you don't like to do anything, you're boring, right? Okay, well, that's your reputation. Yeah, Capricorns can be like workaholics, but I feel like Capricorns will only truly give a fuck about people they really care about. So if you see a Capricorn that is like not all about work, they really like you. If your Capricorn is talking about work and they don't really care about talking about anything else, yeah, they don't like you that much. You know what I mean? You have to be more interesting than their passion for work for them to give a fuck about you. Thank you, Brown Lion. Fine. I will pet your stinking ass. You better not have like a piece of shit stuck to your fur, baby, okay? Because you still stink. What have you done? Night is stinking. I'm sorry to embarrass you on the live stream, but baby, since you came from the letterbox, you be stinking. Hi, Roxy. Pastor, where are you doing on this channel? Aren't you supposed to be in some church preaching? Excuse me. I'm new to your channel. I just wanted to say I enjoy your personality in your reads. Sandy Martin, thank you for that compliment and thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. And welcome to this awesome community. Mostly, I promise, mostly we have decent people, but sometimes the live streams is full of trolls. But welcome to this awesome community. We have some good people in here. Night, stop trying to sneak. Stop trying to sneak up on me. Stay. Taurus princess. It takes one to know one, baby. I know a thing or two about Taurians when they want to give it. Spicy as fuck to the right. Exactly. I'm very fair like that. I'm fair like that. Unless I get trolls when when I am in my luteal phase, stay away. Because I will not tolerate the slightest disrespect. Ooh. Thanks again, Sandy, for the super chat. Is it true what they say about orange cats? I've never had a orange cat. Are they as crazy as people say? By the way, we finished ether, fire, earth. We're gonna do air next. Yes, and clumsy? I want an owl. Yeah, but owls cannot be domesticated. Owls need to be in the wild and free. It's a bird. Like, unless you befriend an owl that is in the wild and they fly to you whenever they need to be fed and they go on their own, you know, you let them roam freely and they come to you from time to time, that's cute. But if you're gonna domesticate an owl, I think it's cruel. A bird should never be domesticated, even small birds, you know? Like, I really would love to have like a tiny bird, but I feel bad for putting it in a cage. A bird needs to fly around. They can, but you shouldn't, you know what I mean? Of course, you can domesticate any animal, but don't do it to birds. If you get reincarnated into a bird, you wouldn't want to be in a cage. Like, that's how I feel empathy-wise. If I get incarnated into a bird, I do not want to be stuck in someone's house, in someone's cage. I would want to fly and glide and be free. Stephanie, yes, birds should be free like air signs. It's true. It's true. Air signs do give off the energy of birds. They need to be free, right? But I've seen this dude on TikTok where he has a bunch of crows that, you know, that are free and they roam free outside. But he's known to be the crow man because he always has like a crow, a big crow, or is it like a raven? A big raven on his shoulders. Whenever he calls the raven, like, that is a beautiful connection to have. Do you know what I mean? If you have a raven that is used to you, it's cute. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? He's quite famous on, well, I say famous, but he's not as famous as he should be, in my opinion. He's got this beautiful connection to a bunch of crows. He's Arabic, I think. I think he's either Qatari or Saudi or something like that. And it's so funny because his facial features are kind of looking like a raven, like a crow. Goal machine, thank you. I do try to feed crows when I'm out and about. Like, I do try to befriend them. But so far, I mean, I see this raven on top of my building all the time, but I'm not sure if it's the same raven that I feed or if it's just like, we have so many crows and ravens here, so I'm not sure if it's the same one. But where I live, there are many crows and ravens. Alrighty, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see your reputation. That's cute, Stephanie. That's cute. Let's see, Aquarius, and I'm gonna look at the chat after the reading. Let's see, your reputation, Aquarius. Your reputation. That you like to stay home a lot. that you like to stay home a lot. You know, you don't really want to go out much. It's like, don't even bother call Aquarius because they're probably gonna say no. So you could have a bunch of friends that are thinking, oh yeah, call Aquarius. Let them meet us here. It's like, don't bother. Aquarius always says no. Or if they call you, you will tell them, no, you come over, I don't want to go out. So maybe you have a bunch of people that come to your place, but you don't really want to go out. At least that's your reputation. Okay. It's so interesting because you have people around you that want to show you off, but you don't want to show off, if that makes sense. So you have people around you that are proud to have you as a friend, as a lover, as someone they know. But you make it difficult to show you off. So let's say, for example, you have a friend that's going somewhere and they want their +1 to be you. Or let's say you're dating someone and they want you to be their +1, whether it's a wedding, an event, like some type of social setting. And they want to take you with them, but you always decline. So, you know, it seems like you are someone that is either attractive or you bring a certain vibe to the function, as they say. And people want to bring you to places. You probably have a lot of invites. There are a lot of people that invite you to places, but you mostly say no. You mostly say no. And people around you are starting to think that, what's the point of inviting you? You're probably going to say no. So this is specifically when it comes to your social life. It's like, don't bother inviting Aquarius. They're going to say no. You know, if we want to see Aquarius, we're going to have to go to their house. And it's, you know, it's kind of true when it comes to Aquarius stereotype is, you know, Aquarians usually are introverted. They are friends with many people, but they are still introverted. You know, they will be nice and friendly when they have to, but they like their alone time. So maybe you have a bunch of people that kind of know your thing. It's like, oh, don't bother inviting Aquarius to this event. They're not going to come. But when you do show up to an event or to a function or to a party, you become like the life of the party. There is something attractive about you that people talk about, and I feel like it's your vibe, but maybe it's your physical appearance as well. Maybe you're someone that stands out when you show up. I mean, Aquarians are known to be different, usually. They stand out. So maybe something about that is here. But it could be your vibe, the way you show up in an event. that people want to invite you again and again because you've got that different vibe that you bring. So mainly your reputation is like a loner. Don't bother inviting Aquarius because they're probably gonna say no. They're probably gonna say no. What's your name? I'm dead. First of all, change your username. I don't know why you would call yourself I'm dead. But I would say if you're dealing with bullies and you can't really reason with them, cut them off completely, get them out of your life. Get this person out of your life. Because if you enable a bully's behavior, it will continue and worsen over time. So you need to teach them a lesson by not getting involved with them whatsoever. Next time they say something to you, block or don't reply, ignore. And of course, if your life is in danger, like Neptunian says, call the cops. Hi, Ashish. Hi, Lavi. Hi, Nanda. %. Can we make it? We'll have to. All right, let's see who's next. 122 53. Gemini. Gemini is Sun and Rising or Stellium. Let's see your reputation, Gemini. Whoa, that was quick. Okay. Gemini. I mean, I'm not surprised to see this because it's kind of a stereotype as well. Your reputation is a player. Like, you're fun to be around, but that's as far as it goes. You're fun to be around, you're fun to fuck with, in a literal sense and in a metaphoric sense. But you're not to be taken seriously. You could have a reputation to be a player, like your reputation could be a player. The devil. Like, there are people that think that you should walk around with a warning sign on your forehead. Warning, I will fuck you good, but I can also fuck you over. That's funny. So, your reputation is the devil. The devil is seductive, the devil is fun to be around, but when you fall for the devil, you get heartbroken. So your reputation is definitely a player, okay? People cannot resist you, but at the same time, they know that they shouldn't mess with you. And when I say mess with you, I'm not talking about fight you, I'm talking about getting involved with you romantically. You could be the type of person that people talk about one-night stands, or you could be the type of person that will give them the best night of their life, and they get addicted to you, and then you ignore them. If you are that type, you have people here that are kind of butthurt about that, especially if they thought that they can make you fall for them. So there are people that fall for you, but you're not falling for them, and they label you as a player. Now, whether you were playing with them deliberately, or maybe you weren't interested, especially if you got involved with them maybe once or twice, and then you lost interest, people are labeling you as a player. Because most of the time, you know, you deal with people and you're like, you know, this was fun, but I don't want to do this again. If you do that type of thing, yeah, these people are talking about how you are a player and that you should be walking with a warning sign. They could be even warning people around you, especially if these people are new people. Like, let's say if you tag someone in your pictures or if you mention someone, these people that are watching you like a hawk because they're kind of obsessed, they will go to that person and say, hey, be careful of Gemini, they are doing this. Because apparently they don't want these people to fall for your games. When really I feel like they are trying to keep people away from you because maybe at some point you will settle for them. You know when people do that? You know when people try to get involved with your love life just so that you end up alone and then maybe, just maybe, you will go back to them? Do you know what I mean? It's like, well, what are you going to do? You don't really have other options because I scared your other options away. So are you coming back to me because I want you? You do have people obsessed with you, Gemini. And it's probably people you are not really interested in. Now, if you are a fucking player, you deserve everything that you get. If you are a player, I don't blame these people for trying to warn people and help people from being caught with the devil. But if you're not a player, you're just like not interested in these people, and they're trying to ruin your reputation because you wouldn't be interested in them. It's because they're obsessed with you. It's like when you create boundaries with someone that wants to be in your vulnerable space, they're gonna hate you for it, or they're gonna try to ruin your reputation or try to get involved with your love life just to keep other people away from you. So that the most likely scenario is that you get bored and then you go back to them, thinking that you don't have options when really they have been trying to keep people away from you. I mean, sometimes that works. Most of the time it doesn't. But that is the agenda here. Okay, player. At least that's your reputation. I'm not surprised because a lot of people think that Geminis are players. Sometimes it's true. But most of the time it's because Gemini is not interested in you. They kind of fucked with you for some time and they're like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay then. You know, I feel like with Gemini, where they go wrong, I would say, is they give the wrong impression. Like they don't create boundaries from the beginning. They create boundaries after the fact. So I feel like Geminis will give you the space to be with them and whatever else, and then create boundaries. They should create boundaries from the get-go. Like that's where they go wrong. But I feel like it's because Geminis, they like to have fun. It's like, hey, we're flirting, we're kind of having fun. But then people fall for that, right? People fall in love with you because you're so good with the flirting and the playing and the fun. But you know, I feel like Geminis have high standards. They have high standards to the one that they want to commit to. But they will fuck with you if they don't care about you. Do you know what I mean? Like they will only care about you if you actually meet the standards. But if you don't, they're just going to mess with you and dispose of you. It's like, okay, I'm bored. I think so. It's true, yes, Stephanie. I think so too. It's because they have high standards. But that doesn't mean they're gonna be celibate, you know. They're gonna still fuck with people, but if they don't see a future with you, they're not gonna commit. Whew. I need to relax for a bit. I'm trying to rush because I literally have 25% in my phone. What is that on your nose? What have you been doing? There's a... What is that? It's a fluff. You see it? There's something on her nose. She's gonna give us a purr session now. There's something on your nose, baby. She'd been sniffing coke. It's funny, she shows up when we were talking about Gemini. She's a Gemini. Well said, Sandy. You got that little fluff off your nose, good girl. She is the clingy, obsessed type. And they say Geminis can't get obsessed. She's a Gemini and she's obsessed with me. It's coffee. It's not for you. Can we carry on, or do you want some more loving? Look, her hair is flying around. She's so protective, this one. I'll make her jump for some pets sometimes. All right, let's see who's next. Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. I don't think she's done with me. Okay. She's gonna sit there and protect. All right, Libra, let's see. Your reputation, Libra. Your reputation. Okay. Interesting. Your reputation is an overthinker. So people think that you are, you overthink things. I mean, the stereotype of Libra is indecision, right? So maybe you take some serious time to decide on things, but it's more like overthinking. So when people around you and they ask you a question, it's like, what do you want? You're going to be like, I don't know, I didn't think it through. Give me a few days to decide. So you're an overthinker. Yeah, look, it's like, I don't know. We have the 2 pentacles. It's like, Indecision, and I feel like that is the stereotype of a Libra as well, but you know, I'm getting that you have a good reason to overthink things. Like, I feel like when people ask you, it's not like, what do you want to eat? You know, I'm not talking about something silly. I'm talking about like serious decisions in life. And of course, if you are to make a serious decision when it comes to your life, you should think carefully about how you feel about the situation and if you should do it or not. The reason I laugh, Libra, is because people think that even though you overthink like your decision a lot, you still make the wrong one. Is that true? Is that true? Do you think about which decision to make, but you still make the wrong one? Oh, that's funny. So people think that you are intuitive, that you are someone that is careful, but you still get in trouble. You still make bad decisions. and they're like, what's the point of overthinking if you're going to end up making the wrong decision anyway? So I feel like you're being judged a little bit. Because they're saying, even though you're taking so much time to decide, you still make the fucking wrong decision. I must say that these people that are like, you know, that think of you like that, they think that you are a little bit paranoid and foolish. Now, you come across to me as intuitive. Maybe you are someone that will go against your intuition from time to time because your intuition is illogical. So you go with your logic and ignoring your intuition. But I feel like the decisions that you make, it's almost pressured, especially if you end up making a decision because it will appeal to the person that it concerns. Let's say someone is pressuring you into deciding, rush, you know, come on, let's go, you're overthinking. And then you end up making the bad decision or the wrong decision, and then they will blame you for it. Are you surrounded by people that are younger than you by any chance? Whatever that means, because I'm getting like people around you blame you for making decisions that also involves them, but somehow they will look at you and say, well, you should have known better, which is kind of giving me like, it's like, why are they not blaming themselves for being involved in the situation that they got you involved in? How come you are taking the heat from making that decision? It's almost like you have people around you that have high expectations of you. So if you end up making the wrong decision, they will look at you like, why didn't you tell us it was gonna be bad? Maybe you have people around you that trust that you are intuitive, but then if you make a bad decision, they will look at you and blame you for it. Because there's a lot of blame on you. So it's interesting, maybe there is projection here. It's like you could be surrounded by people that have no sense of taking accountability for their own actions, and somehow they blame you. Huh? Somehow they blame you. So they project their foolish decisions onto you because you were also involved. Maybe you're dealing with people that are immature or people that are younger than you and they have high expectations of you. Because your reputation, even though they're making the same mistake possibly, for some reason they point at you and say, well, you should have known better. That makes no sense to me, but if you're dealing with immature people, maybe it does make sense. So your reputation in a nutshell is like paranoid, takes a long time to decide,
But even when you decide, you make the wrong choice. There's a lot of pointing fingers here. As if they have, as if like they put you on a pedestal, but if you make a mistake, then how dare you? Even if they make the same mistake. Okay, that makes no sense to me, but maybe you are with people, surrounded by people that are nonsensical. Whew. They say I should have known. Yeah, I know what you mean, you guys. The good news is that they have high expectations of you because they put you on a pedestal. But the bad news is, you know, when you have high expectations, or when people have high expectations of you, they think that you are an angel. And if you make a mistake, it's like, ooh, how could you? You know what I mean? Sometimes it makes you an alien. Like if you are put on a pedestal, people separate you from being a human. It's almost like they see you as a superhuman, as an alien. So if you make mistakes, it's like, oh, you're not human, so you should have known better. They dehumanize you. Yeah, I know what you mean, Stephanie. I know. So we finished ether, fire, earth, air. We're gonna do water next. I have 21% on my phone. Hopefully we will make it. Alex, there is a thing called Earth Angel. It's just what people call when it comes to you seeing someone that is too good to be true. So it's a name given to people that are sweet, compassionate, empathetic, good-natured. It doesn't actually mean that you are an angel. It's a way to describe someone. The same way I would call you honey. Of course you are not honey, but you are sweet like honey, okay? Don't be an idiot. Libra rising have the worst childhood? Not true in my case. I had the best childhood. Unless you're talking about a Western chart. Check your Vedic chart. It's more accurate. RX, take your own advice and shut your bitch ass up, indeed. Javier, most people call you Apple? That's the first. Is that like a compliment or an insult? What does calling you an apple mean? That's the first time I've heard of that. Our ex, the person that brought you to this earth and gave you life, is a woman. Unfortunately, I'm sure she is very disappointed in you. I'm sure you are a disappointment to your mother. I don't even blame her one bit. She brought a loser into this world. Leo Sun, Libra Moon, Scorpio Rising. Baby, you get the attention you want, attention you don't want. You get a lot of attention, Susie. Hi, Prajit. Prakash, hi. Sagittarius Sun, Venus, Capricorn Moon and Rising. Oh, you are a tough one, Mandy. You are what I would call a tough cookie. And probably people have called you that before. Libra Rising, Aries Moon, Pisces Sun. Katie, tell me you are a freak in the sheets without telling me you are a freak in the sheets. There is nothing off limits. Nothing off limits. I see you. Why do Geminis get bad reps? Because they are not easy to get. They are complex for most people, and most people are shallow as fuck. You know, if you don't want to get burned, don't play with fire. That's it. No one is forcing you to play with fire if you're not used to the heat. Sagittarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Virgo Rising. Okay. The people that are closest to you know how crazy you are, but the people that don't know you think that you are an angel, think that you are just fun to be around, when really you have a side to you that only close people to you know. All right, let's do water signs. Let's do water signs. 14944. Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising are stellium. Let's see your reputation. Let's see your reputation, Pisces. Okay. I'm gonna feed you after this live stream, I promise. Pisces, people, how do I explain this? Because it's such a mixed bag, okay? So people sense that you are innocent. You know, you give this energy of I'm so innocent, protect me, I need protection. But there's also a side to you that people are scared of. So you have like this mixed, like people sense that you are this this bubble of a mixed light and dark, okay? There is something about you that is so innocent, but at the same time, it's scary. There are a lot of people that want to marry you, by the way. Like, they think that you are wifey or husband material. I can't shake off this dark side to you, though, that people are sensing about you. You could be the type of person that gives off this very angelic, very innocent, you know, it's like people want to protect you, do things for you. But at the same time, there is something about you, maybe the look in your eyes, or maybe the things you say and the timing of you saying them gives them the goosebumps. I don't know why I'm getting that your smile could be a little bit scary. So you could have a smile that is a little bit mischievous. You could have an innocent face until you smile. And then people are like, whoa, what is that? It feels like you attract people, so you have this reputation of attracting people, but they're not sure if it's safe. It's like, will Pisces kind of suck my soul or suck my dick? I don't know. I would like to find out. Or suck my soul through my dick. There is this succubus energy about you. I don't know what the female... What is the male version of succubus? Like, you are someone that people cannot resist, but at the same time, there is something about you that is scary. So, okay. I'm also getting that people think that they need to go slow with you, as if like you are someone that is very fragile, or like, I don't know if it's like a fragile in a good way or a fragile like a ticking bomb. So it's like they think this reputation that you have is about approaching you carefully, possibly even walking on eggshells with you, because they don't know what to expect. Are you smiling because you're mad, or are you smiling because you're actually happy? Are you smiling because you're thinking about murdering me, or are you smiling because you enjoy my company? So there is a bit of confusion when it comes to reading your vibe. People can't really tell if the magnetism that they feel towards you, is it in a good way or in a bad way? But at the same time, they want to discover, they want to see if it's good or bad. There are people that are warning others about you, and there are people that are like saying it's the best thing that you can experience with Pisces. I feel like you could have friends that really love every bit of you, and you could have people that maybe got too close to your dark side that could be warning others about you. It's like, don't let their innocence fool you. I've seen them. You could actually have people that could call you covert narcissist or narcissist of some kind. These are the ones that got scared by your dark side. Because I do feel like you have a mixed... Like, people perceive you in a different way. They could be projecting their fears onto you, because sometimes people will say, you know, the devil doesn't have horns and a tail. The devil comes with a innocent, beautiful face. So your innocence is a little bit unsettling for people. I mean, whether it's a mask or not, you know, that's another story, but that's how people see you. Like, you're too innocent to be to survive in this world. So what's the catch? I don't know why I'm getting this analogy of, you know, when you see a ghost, but it's like a child and in a white dress, and the child looks innocent and they smile at the end of the corridor or the hallway. It's like, come play with me. Come play with me. But you know it's a ghost, so you freak out. It's giving that vibe. It's giving that vibe. But, you know, the ones that are not reading into you so much, they think of you as wifey or hubby material, you know? They see you and they're like, that Pisces belongs in a house with a ring on it. You know what I mean? Like, but the ones that read into you too much, or the ones that are kind of intimidated by your energy, they make bad assumptions or good assumptions about you. That was a mixed bag of a reputation you have. Okay. Psycho fish. Oh my god. I forgot to say that we have, who do we have? We have Libra and Pisces readings coming up after the live stream. I feel like my Gemini moon makes my Pisces sun worse. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But, you know, look at it that way. When you have a certain moon placement, it is the depth of you. The moon is more telling about who you are than the sun. So if you say the moon affects your sun, yes, for sure it does. You know, from your placement, see Pumpkin, I feel like people underestimate you. If you have a Pisces sun and a Gemini moon, people underestimate you, and that is their first mistake. You know? You know what I mean? AG high. VJ high. Sagittarius sun, Capricorn moon. I would say you're ambitious. Even with your impulsivity, you want to accomplish so many things, but maybe you haven't accomplished half of the things that you want to accomplish. But I would say you are ambitious. Taurus rising, Libra sun, Pisces moon. Z, I feel like you have like an eccentric beauty. You know, I feel like you stand out physically. And I would say about your placement, Z, I feel like you are the type that is a good lover, especially in the bedroom. Cancer rising, Gemini sun, Sagittarius moon. Oof. Oof. Now here's the thing, Aaron. If you are a hoe, you are top tier hoe. If you are a good boy or a good girl, whichever you are, it makes you hard to get. I would say that you would have high standards. All right, I have 15 minutes on my phone, 15%, so let's get it. Scorpio, hang on. Let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, Scorpio, your reputation. That was quick. Scorpio, you know, I'm not surprised. I laugh because it's a stereotype. People think, or like your reputation is like someone that is a hoe, but in secrecy. Like you are secretly a hoe. That you are someone that fucks a different person without announcing it, without like being proud of it. And I say it's a stereotype because the stereotype about Scorpio is that they are sex addicts or that they are players. But your reputation is like, oh, we know that you are fucking a different dude or a dudette every night, but no one knows a thing about it. So your reputation is like, yeah, you must be a secret hoe. You must be a hoe secretly. Your reputation is that you are flirtatious, that you are impulsive, which is interesting, right? Impulsive, flirtatious, secretly a hoe. I mean, that's quite the reputation of a player. Maybe your reputation is about like being a player but not wanting to be known as a player. But people assume that you are a player anyway. Maybe it's because of the way you look or the way you behave or the way you talk. I don't know. But it seems like you come across as a player. And it's like this player energy is not like in your face, it's behind the scene or behind closed doors. So there is a lot of assumptions. Now, maybe that reputation is accurate, who knows? Or maybe it's not. But that is what people are assuming about you, especially if you keep your private life or your personal life private. If you are private about your love life, about the people you date, about the people you see, people assume that you're a hoe. Honestly, that's what I'm seeing. And you keep it a secret. So whether it's true or not, that's what people think of you. And it's true, especially, here's the thing, Scorpios can be sexualized a lot, right? So even if you're not a hoe, maybe that's just what people assume because, I don't know, you look like the type that could be a player. Right? Especially if you are the type of person that appears sexual. You know what I mean? It's true because Scorpios do get sexualized a lot. And they could have like a sex appeal to them, right? So for them to think that you are a hoe secretly is not really, it's not really a surprise. It's not surprising, is it? That is your reputation, Scorpio. It's not very far off from your stereotype. Yeah, I kind of relate to this message. When I go out, I look like I work on the streets. You know what I mean? You know how many times I was like dressed in a revealing way or wearing like a sexy dress, and I stand on the corner because I live around the corner. So I stand on the corner waiting for the taxi. And people like slow down their cars thinking that I'm a prosy, I'm a prostitute. It's like they look, it's like, are you gonna come to the car? It happened too many times, you guys. It happened too many times. It's like, I'm not prosy, you bitch. I'm just waiting for the cab. I'm just waiting for the taxi. %, we will make it. Rumi, you're too young to be concerned about crushes. Focus on your school, focus on your hobbies, focus on reading books as much as you can. You're too young, baby, to be worried about crushes. Thanks, Benji, thanks. What you don't know about this fine as fuck person, though, is I am celibate for more than 2 years, and I'm not going to change that anytime soon. I am definitely not the type that will fuck around. I would be looking sexy as fuck when I go out. I'm guilty of that, but sleeping around, not gonna happen. Not on my watch. Alright, so let's see. Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see your reputation. Your reputation, Cancer. Okay. That you are friendly, that you are fun to be around. There was something about your laugh that is contagious. You could have one of those laughs that makes other people laugh. There's something about your laugh that I'm getting. It's a cute laugh. I'm hearing a laugh in my head. I don't know how to like imitate it, but it's kind of like cute and loud. It's high pitched. I'm hearing a laugh in my head. It's a cute laugh. It's not like a weird laugh, but it's like okay, something about your laugh. Your laugh is contagious. When you laugh, people laugh. Even if what was being said is not funny. But because it's your laughing. Cancer, your reputation is good. Like, there are a lot of people that think that you are like cute, and even you have people around you that think that you are their soulmate. You have people around you that think that you are their soulmate. And it could be like friends, lovers. It doesn't even have to be sexual or intimate or sexually intimate. It could be even friends. You could have like a friend that is around you that considers you a best friend, and they think that you are their soulmate. So it's not even sexual. But there could be other people that also think that you are their soulmate as well. So you have a bunch of people that think that you are their soulmate. And they possibly tell others. It's like, yes, me and Cancer are soulmates. Oh, soulmates. Or you could have a friend that calls you twin. I'm getting twin specifically. Even if you're not twins, you're just friends. But they call you twin because you're so alike, or they feel so close to you. I see that you are fun to be around. It's almost like you are you know when you have like a class clown, and class clown people are people that make others laugh. You could be called a class clown, or you were a class clown in school, And so when you're around, people laugh and have fun. And if you're not there, it's boring. When you're there, everybody's having fun. Or maybe you make sure of it. Or maybe it's your vibe, you know, like sometimes when you are around a certain person, they make you laugh, even if it's like silly shit. You could be laughing about nothing, but it's still funny because you have a contagious laugh, right? This is cute. This vibe is like cute to be around. It's fun oriented. I see you friendly. You can make friends even with strangers. Even strangers around you think positively about you, or they think positively of you. You could be even the life of the party when you are in a group or with your friends. You could be the life of the party. You stand out, you laugh the loudest. And when people look at you, it's like, oh, we know who the leader is in that group. And it's you, because you seem like the one that stands out. Okay, it's like a good reputation you have here. And you know, the most important part of this, it feels like it's about friends and friendliness, you know? So I feel like the reputation that you have is because of how you are with your friends, or how friendly you are with people, that created this vibe, this positive reputation about you. Okay. We have 11% on my phone, so I'm just gonna look at the chat for a bit. Discipline, you need to read more books. Perhaps it will open up your mind. Because for you to be closed-minded and think that this is Satanism, you can't even fucking write that correctly. You wrote Satanism, whatever that is. You need to read more books. I don't think you're disciplined enough. One is beginnings. So if you're seeing a lot of ones, it's probably pay attention to your thoughts when you see numbers. So when you're thinking of something and you see one, so what that means, it is a beginning to the thought that you just thought. So for example, if you're thinking about someone and then you see ones, perhaps there is reconciliation, or perhaps there is movement with you and that person. If it's in regard to career, you're thinking about money, the one could mean that there's a new money or new income coming your way. So pay attention to your thought process when you see the numbers. Apply the same concept when it comes to 444, Andrew. 4 is stability. When you see 4, it's like the four pillars of a foundation. What were you thinking when you saw the 4s? Oh, Josu, I don't want to stress you, humiliate you. You couldn't even if you tried. Why would I care about a nobody? I see them every day, usually when I'm thinking about money or my spouse. Exactly. This is kind of like letting you know that, hey, you know, you don't have to overthink things when it comes to your money or your spouse, because there is a strong foundation when it comes to your money or your spouse. So if you find yourself overthinking about things, usually when I see 4s, it's kind of like the universe saying, calm down, it's okay, we've got this, you're in a good place. Because it's kind of telling you, hey, you have stability. Your overthinking could be worrying you, could make you paranoid, and you need to calm down, basically. Five is change. When you see 5s, it's change. So in whatever thought that you're thinking and you see 5s, it's talking about there is change to the thought that you're thinking about. So something needs to change or something is changing in regard to the thought that you're having. 3s is telling you you're not alone. Usually you see 3s when you're alone. And this is letting you know that you're not alone. So you have spirit guides or certain spirits that are accompanying you on that journey. So when you see 3s, whatever you're thinking about, it is in regard to the thoughts telling you, hey, you're not alone. We're with you. Usually it means protection. Usually it means we've got this. You're not walking alone. We're with you. So it's like a reassurance. When you see numbers, never go online and say, what does that mean? As in like in Google telling you what it means. Because numbers is basically the universe communicating to you specifically in regard to a topic. Alright? So you just need to know the meaning of the number. 1 means beginning, 2 means partnership, 3 means spirit. You know, it's not complicated, but you have to focus on what you're thinking about. Because that is the point of seeing the number. Okay, so it's an individual experience between the universe communicating to you through numerology and your thought process. It's not about Googling what it means, because it's an individual experience. Here's the thing, when you see one number, let's say 3, it's just like one number. The more numbers you have of the same number, it's the intensity of it. So if you see 1 or 1 1, 1 1 1, it's the intensity, it's the importance, it's the emphasis. You know when you repeat yourself, you say something one time, it's not that big of a deal, right? It's one time. If you see repetition of the same number, it just means emphasis. Pay attention. This is like important. So when you see more numbers, it means the intensity of the number trying to get your attention. Okay? But it's of the same number. Roshni, if you are so emotional, even when it comes to like normal things, regulate your nervous system. I would suggest check your diet. I would suggest check your sleep. I would suggest go exercise. Moving your body removes stuck energy. So if you're too emotional all the time, you need to regulate your nervous system. Your nervous system is on overdrive. The best way to notice your nervous system, if it's in overdrive, you will notice yourself rushing. Let's say you are walking around and you're walking around really fast for no reason. That is an overdrive nervous system. So you need to slow down. Vanessa, I appreciate you. Fasting is really good for your body, you guys. If you're feeling off, or if you feel like your gut is not right, or if you feel your stomach is not right, if you feel foggy brained, fast. Fast. Everything is good for you. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed all the readings. Who did I say? Yeah, Libra, Pisces readings coming up as well. Stay tuned for those. I'll see you guys later. Take care.